What does it mean when something's out of order? Maybe it's a toy or an elevator or a ride at an amusement park. It means that something isn't working the way it intended to. It's broken. We're all familiar with the term out of order as it relates to objects or things, but did you know that in the book of Judges, in the Old Testament, God's people were out of order? And that led to some serious trouble.
In the book of Exodus, God freed the Israelites from slavery in Egypt. Later, God gave His people the Promised Land, which today is known as Israel. There they followed God for a little while, but then the Bible tells us that they started worshiping idols from the nations around them. Baal was one of those idols. After Moses, Joshua and all the leaders his age died. The book of Judges tells us that a new generation arose who did not know the Lord or the work He had done for Israel. These would have been the children and the grandchildren of Joshua's generation, the people who conquered the Promised Land.
Not knowing God or the work He had done for the Israelites is a dangerous thing. It should have been a warning sign that things were starting to go the wrong way. It's the same for us today. If we don't know God, then that leaves the door open for Satan to come in and tempt us to do wrong. And that's exactly what happened.
The last verse of the book of Judges paints a very dark picture. It says, "In those days there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes." What do you think happened when each person got to decide for themselves what was right and what was wrong? Trouble. They were hurting each other, killing and going to war with each other. They were afraid of the people around them, and they were sadly becoming evil like the people around them. The Israelites were out of order. They even went to the prophet Samuel and demanded their own king, ignoring the fact that God was their king. That's how Saul became Israel's first king. They wanted to be like the world, instead of wanting to be faithful to God. Were some people still faithful? Yes. People like Samuel still followed God. But overall, the nation of Israel had turned away from Him and did what was right in their own eyes.
This needs to be a warning sign for us today. We also live in a world that's out of order. A lot of people have turned away from God and are doing whatever they think is right. That could mean lying or cheating in order to get ahead, being disrespectful to parents or teachers, even hurting others, making choices based on their feelings instead of based on what God says is right. As God's people, we shouldn't make the same mistake. If we do, we will get out of control. It's easy for us to look at the world and want to be like them, wear the same clothes, talk the same way, do the same things, and forget who our true King is and the blessings that come from knowing Him. Don't let the world influence you and cause you to be out of order. Instead, let God be your King and use the Bible to learn about the right way to act.